Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out what will make you fall for your future spouse. What is it about them that you will love to such an extent that before you know it, you have fallen in love with them. So you've got three options to choose from. Group 1, your option is Turtle, which says be joyful and trusting. Group 2, your option is Bear, which says use power with wisdom. And group 3, your option is Kingfisher, which says be patient and focused. So feel free to pause the video, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You will find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi Group 1, if you guys chose the Turtle, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out how will you, or rather why will you fall in love with your future spouse. So the cards that we have for you are Detective, Pig, Graze, and Emotional Freedom. The first thing that you will notice about your future spouse, and probably one of the first things that'll make you realize that you're beginning to fall for them or you are starting to like them, is the fact that they will remember little things about you. In fact, things that you might say to them in a very matter-of-fact way, and you might not even remember yourself that you ever said any such thing. They will take note of it, they'll register it somewhere in their memory, and they'll remember it. For instance, maybe you guys are out for lunch and you guys are having your food and just having a normal conversation, and very randomly you tell them that, and by the way, my mom is allergic to mushrooms. And that's it. I mean, it was just a very simple, random sentence. But then when you bring them home for the first time to meet your family and your mom is prepared, let's say, food for everyone and the whole family is gathered around the table, and there is some dish that has mushrooms in it, your partner will be the first one to stop your mother from having them, or just start exclaiming that, oh no, you don't eat those, or don't pass those to her, or something like that. And that is when you look at them and you'll be like, oh my gosh, they remember a very little detail, a very important one though, but yes, something that I don't even remember I'd ever told them about my mom, and the fact that they remembered. And obviously not just about your relatives or your parents, but also about you. And I'm not just talking about the big stuff like, oh, this is your favorite color, these are your favorite flowers. Small things which might seem insignificant for you, but I mean, every drop makes an ocean, right? So pretty much that way. So that is something that you really like about them. Another thing that will make you fall for them is how sure they are of themselves, of what they want, of what their intentions are, and of what they bring to the table. This is by far the most confident person you will ever meet, but they're not overconfident. They do not have any ego or any attitude problem, nothing like that. This is just someone who's very, you can say, a very secure person. They do not have any baggage. They do not have even an ounce of jealousy in them. And maybe in the past you've had your fair share of dealing with people who had issues like that, who would want to check your phone, or who would want to know your passwords, or who would have problems with you being friends with people of the opposite sex. And all of that would get to you at times. But this person, they'll just let you be. And I mean, we do have emotional freedom over here as well. So not only will they give you freedom to be yourself, but they'll also create the safe space for you where you can express yourself in a very authentic manner. Maybe in your previous relationships or crushes or connections, whatever else it was, you would have a fear of judgment, of fear of being judged by the person that you liked, So maybe you give out a little snort, let's say, when you're laughing. But because you were so smitten by your crush, or because you wanted them to like you so much, you would cover your mouth and give out a very delicate laughter and just a delicate smile, something like that. But with this person, you can be yourself. You can be messy, you can be noisy, you can be quirky, you can be clumsy, you can be your authentic self. And just the fact that they partake in it instead of sitting and making weird faces and judging you, that is another reason why you like them. I am seeing that there might be a difference between your personality and theirs, not necessarily, but for some of you, I am picking up that you might be very extrovert, very out there, and this person seems to be a bit introverted, seems to be a bit shy, a bit delicate that way. But you will like that. In fact, when you guys first start going out, you might notice that there are some things that they are trying to say, or and they might mess up because they're shy and they get nervous. But that nervous laughter or them messing up the lines that they might have rehearsed, you'll find all of that very, very adorable. So overall, you'll find them very cute, very shy, and maybe you have a thing for people like that. Maybe you have a thing for shy guys or sensitive guys, but you never met anybody like that. But your future spouse is going to be like that. So of course, when you finally find the quality that you had been looking for in someone, obviously you'll fall for them. Another reason why you'll fall for them is because you'll naturally start feeling very protective towards them, because I can see over here that oftentimes they're misunderstood. Why is that? I don't know. But there is a tendency with this person to say something and people might interpret it differently, and then they don't seem to be the kind of person who goes and fights or argues. And again, because they don't have any reason to do so because of all of this self-worth and self-esteem over here. But this reminds me of something that they were probably trying to go and do, but then they couldn't do it right. So then they come back home and they're all upset about it. And you're like, oh, come here, I'll give you a big hug. Like that. I'm also being told that you'll appreciate the fact that how honest they are about everything. If they mess up, they're honest about it. If they're victorious in something, they come back and they show you, or rather they tell you that they're proud of their achievement. They don't gloat about it. But you will like to partake in their celebrations, in their little victories. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, and Knight of Swords. The first thing that I heard was, so there is this very toxic thing that goes on in our society, which is men don't cry, But especially if you're a feminine and you're looking for a husband, whoever this guy is, they aren't afraid to express themselves as authentically as possible. If they're watching a very sentimental movie with you, you won't be the only one crying, all right? They will cry too. They will not be afraid to show that they are overwhelmed. They will not be afraid to show that something has really hit that spot, something has really touched that chord. And you will appreciate it. Because perhaps in the past, you've been involved with people who had that toxic macho thing to them, which you did not really appreciate. So now when you finally find someone who is caring, who is sensitive, who is gentle, and who is nurturing, you will like that. Step by step, slowly by slowly, you will start falling for it. Also, with the contrast of Pentacles and then the closing card being Knight of Swords, I'm being told that while you would be in the process of taking note of the fact that you have started falling for them, you won't even realize when that likeness, you can say, has converted into full-fledged love. That'll happen very quickly. It'll be gradual from, okay, I'm seeing this guy, to I think I like him, and then the escalation from that point to I think I'm in love with him will be super quick. You'll also appreciate that they're a feminist, all right? That might be something that's very, very important for you as well. So when you find someone who is also a feminist like you, again, that is something you'll appreciate. Just in general, this seems to be someone who's very, very respectful towards women, who does not have any, like that lecherous look on their face or something like that. So you'll really appreciate it. I'm also being told with Ace of Pentacles over here and Queen of Pentacles, this is not the kind of person who will come up to you and say, oh, you're better suited for that thing and I'm better suited for that thing. Because with Empress over here, I'm being told that they have had a very, very good upbringing. Whoever this person's mother is, kudos to her, because she has done an amazing job. Especially if this is, like I said, if you're looking for a husband, then this woman right over here, she has raised a gentleman. All right, she has raised a gentleman, which is a rare gem to find in these days, so lucky you. I'm being told that another reason why you like them is because they're so actively involved with you in everything, managing the household. Oh, you sit down, I'll do the dishes, or I'll cook food, or come help me change the tire, or let's paint the nursery together. Anything and everything. They'll never ever make you feel alone. In every sense of the word, this will be a companion. I'm being told that they have a very funny way of running. Not like Phoebe or Rachel, something else, but something, I don't know, something about the way in which they run might be a bit different from the usual, but it'll be very enduring for you. Okay, let's take some closing messages. But what will make you stand for the future spouse? The way that they sleep, you would love to look at them when they're sleeping. I mean, obviously not in a creepy way, but maybe they have this very soft and gentle and kind of like that baby sort of calmness on their face, which you would, oh guys, look, you chose turtle and the turtle fell out. It says be joyful and trusting. So I think the overall nature and personality of this individual, how they're full of love and laughter and all those things, is another thing that'll make you like them. With Rainbow over here, I feel like I'm being told that you wouldn't realize how quickly time passes by when you're with them, and that'll be another reason why you like them. Although they're so calm and composed, occasionally they do get angry, and when they get angry, like that switch flips, and the personality that takes over at that time, you will like that. I think you're gonna find it very sexy. You will also like them because of the fact that they don't seem to be overly stressed about the future. This is someone who will help you to fully live in the moment, and you can be with them in the moment, so you'll like that. They might also be a very good secret keeper, so you can dish out your heart's content, and they, like I said, they wouldn't judge. It'll be like a safe space. All your secrets, all your emotions, everything is safe with them. They are still in touch with their inner child, which you might like. I'm getting this visual of you guys making those canopy beds with fairy lights and forts with bed sheets, that kind of a thing. Like I said, you can go crazy with them. You can have fun with them as much as you'd like. And they're going to feed you lots of good food. They might be a chef, who knows, and that'll be another reason why you like them. Just overall, how much they pamper you and take care of you. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, Group 1. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID or WhatsApp to book a personal reading with me. All those details are given in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 2, if you guys chose the bear, let's find out first using the oracles what will make you fall in love with your future spouse. So the cards that came out for you are Gambler, Elephant, Fire, and Abundance. Oh, it says open yourself to true abundance, and then we also have abundance over here. Nice. Okay, let's see. First of all, I'm being told that before any sort of emotional attraction develops between you and your future spouse, you will be smitten by the way that they look. In fact, I'm being told that the person that you will end up marrying might be someone who looks a lot like either a crush of yours, or looks a lot like some faint idea or image of ideal partner that you might already be having in your mind. Like I want my husband, or I want my wife to look this way, like with a dressing sense like that. Some people might call it shallow. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. And I can see over here with passion and everything that before you start connecting with them on an emotional level, you might have a lot of wet dreams about them. That doesn't really count as falling for them, of course, but I think a degree of fondness or crush or just attraction is going to start from there. One of the first things that's going to make you fall for your future spouse, now from an emotional point of view, of course, is the fact that they're very enthusiastic about life. All right? And the confidence they have in themselves and the faith that they have in their God or in the universe or spirit, it's a belief that is so strong. You've never encountered something as resolute as it before. So you'll really like it. In fact, it might make you pause and reflect on your own connection with whatever power you believe in for a split second. In fact, I'm being told that there'll be a huge contrast in how they are as a person versus how they seem to be appearance-wise, because appearance-wise they can seem to be very handsome or sexy and broody and things like that. But they're actually just very fun-loving, very charismatic, very, very innocent, very naive, the kind of person who wouldn't think twice before, heck, who knows, chasing butterflies in a field. And you've never encountered something like that. It'll be very refreshingly different from you, but you will appreciate it. If you're a single parent and they're a single parent, then the way that they bond with not just their child, but also how quickly they've created that bond of affection and trust with your child, that is also something that'll make you fall for them, because obviously you're not just looking for a partner, you're also looking for someone who can be kind of like a father figure or a mother figure for your child. So you will find that in this person. Your child will absolutely love them, and I think that'll also help you realize that they're a genuinely good person, because kids are very good judges of characters. So that's another thing. Also, this person is very, very fearless, all right? They have a lot of courage, full of bravery. In fact, I'm being told that on the very first date, they might go ahead and do something not exactly impulsive, but you can say a bold move, all right? Something very risky. I honestly can't think of anything right now of what it might be. Of course, when it happens, you would know. It's just something that nobody has never either asked you to do on a first date before, or it can be some topic that nobody's ever really discussed with you before on a first date. I'm being told that this individual has zero inhibitions being vulnerable, and that of course takes courage in itself. So in the very first date, if this person opens up to you about just in general who they are as a person to a vast degree, that is another thing, another point perhaps from wherein you'll start realizing that you're beginning to fall for them, because you like the fact that they're not pretending to be someone else, or they're not keeping up that act of being very mysterious and serious and broody, or they're like, I only speak when spoken to. Nothing of that nature. The sex will be amazing, I'm being told. All right. And for a lot of you, because I am getting this message, so of course I have to relay it to you. For some of you, this connection might first start as a no strings attached thing, wherein you guys are just sleeping with each other, but then before you know it, you guys have fallen for each other. All right. I think there was this movie about it that it had Justin Timberlake. I can't remember its name right now, something like that. Anyway. And then we also have, of course, abundance over here. Now, abundance tells me, and especially because we have open yourself to true abundance as well, I don't think you've ever felt before this, you've never felt this intensity of deep emotion for any person. And I think that in itself will be a very good distinguisher for you to realize that, okay, this seems to be the real deal. I've never felt this way before for anyone. I've never really looked forward so much to hanging out with someone or meeting someone up for a date before this person. Something will set them apart from the rest of the people that you've ever been with, whether it was casual dating, whether it was some no strings attached thing, or whether it was a proper committed relationship. Also with abundance, I'm being told that this person might be very wealthy, but they're very grounded and humble. Like nothing about their demeanor, nothing about the way that they interact with other people can give off the fact that they're so well off or so rich. They do not have any of that spoiled brat vibe in them. Like I said, they're very humble, they're very grounded. In fact, they might have a simpler choice of lifestyle as compared to you. This might just be one of those cases, group 2, honestly, where you don't even realize who the hell have you been dating for so long, unless and until, you one day go to a restaurant with them and then you ask for the check and the guy just looks at you and he's like, I own this place, so we don't have to pay. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, King of Swords, and Four of Cups. Every connection or relationship that you've been in before this person has always felt like a task. It has always felt like a burden. It has always felt like a responsibility that you perhaps did your level best to keep afloat, but of course things crumbled at a particular point. But with this individual, you'll finally feel, I wouldn't say feel like home, because that's a given. It's just that you finally get to experience the bliss of a proper relationship. Also, with the King of Swords over here, another reason why you'll fall for this person is because right from the get-go, they'll be very upfront and honest about what they're looking for from this connection, what their intentions are towards you, and even how they feel for you. Because we have seen over here with the fire element that they're not afraid to speak their mind, they're not afraid to express themselves in an authentic manner. So they won't be the kind of person who's just dilly-dallying the whole thing. If they like you, they'll let you know that they like you. If they've fallen in love with you, they'll tell you that they fall in love with you. If they want to marry you, they will propose to you. They will never leave you second guessing. This is someone for whom you will never have to resort to any sort of how do they truly feel for me, or how are they currently feeling for me, or anything like that. There will be no room for guessing. There will be no room for you trying to think of ways about how it can go wrong, because it won't. With the Four of Cups over here, something about the way that they behave when they're upset is something that you'll find very, very endearing. It might quite honestly be something similar to trying to get a child who's upset to smile again. You know, because they wanted to go out and play and then it started raining, so now they're all upset and gloomy, and so you have to do something to cheer them up. It seems like that. Now, I'm not saying that you'll be marrying a man-child. That's not what I'm implying. It's just that even in their anger, there is a touch of innocence. So that is something that you might like. It's not that they lose their shit and all hell breaks loose when they're angry. There is a very delicate undertone to even that. You will like to pep them up. You will like to cheer them up when they're upset, or when they're gloomy, or when they're sad. Also, another thing that you will like about this person, or what will make you fall for them, is that they would be a family person. Alright, family comes first for them. It triumphs over work and career and friends and leisure activity and everything else. It's always family first for this person. If they have to leave their work, get up in the middle of the day, or even as soon as they've reached office, if they have to come back, they won't flinch before doing so. And you will really admire it, because for some of you, I'm being told that growing up, you never witnessed any dynamic like that in your own family. Alright, maybe in your family, people aren't as close-knit as you'd always hoped for. So, not only will you like that about this person, in time with 10 of Cups over here, you will also go on and become a very integral part of their family. Everybody in their family will treat you like home. So you won't just be falling in love with your spouse, you will be falling in love with their entire family. And of course, vice versa. Another thing why you'll fall for this person is that they will help you to unburden your load, your responsibilities, your worries, your stress. They won't be like anyone else you've encountered in the past, someone who perhaps could see that you were visibly upset, but would close their door and go off to sleep, not even ask you what's up or why are you feeling this way. They will hold your hand, they will sit with you till the time you've let everything out, until the time you guys have brainstormed and come up with some solution to your problem. So the fact that they're always by your side, even when you haven't explicitly asked for help, just something that they could sense and they were there, is something that you'll really, really appreciate about them. And of course, like I said before, you know it, these are the little things that'll make you fall in love with them. Okay. Their eyes, you might really like the way, we've already discussed that you will like the way that they look, but something about their eyes especially, that might be your favorite feature of their face. You might have a thing for people who are very intelligent and smart, so that is another reason why you'll be falling for them. I feel like they'll either be a travel enthusiast and you might be too, so that is another place where you guys might be able to connect, or they might be someone who has a very jet-setting lifestyle, but despite that, they make time for you, they make time for their family, they go out of their way to adjust their schedules, so you will like that. There's a natural warmth to them, you know, when they're around you, you feel like anything is possible, I'm safe, I'm protected. You like that feeling. Plus, that innocence of the whole inner child thing that I was mentioning, that is another thing that you're going to find very endearing about this person. They are the physical embodiment of joy, of laughter, of love, your very own, you know, daily dose of sunshine, you can say, your biggest support system. In fact, I think I'm not saying that you're going to lean on them for almost everything. I'm not even picking up on any codependency over here. Just the knowledge that someone is there for you always. I think that in itself is a very big thing. And yeah, with the energy of 3 over here, the connection right from the get-go will be very solid, very stable. And maybe this is something wherein it's like friends or acquaintances first and then lovers later. You will feel like this guy, for him or her, whoever, nothing is impossible. And they make every wish of yours too seem like it isn't impossible. They get as excited about your dreams as you are. So that's another reason why you like them. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, Group 2. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 3, if you guys chose the Kingfisher, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out why will you fall for your future spouse. So the cards that came out for you are Dilettante. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Then we have Guinea Pig, Venusians. It says Romance, Soulmates, Empathy, which I think is fantastic. And we also have Love. Right off the bat, Group 3. And I mean, not just because I can see love over here. I mean, duh, this is your future spouse and we are asking about why will you fall for them. For some of you, you've never really fallen in love with anyone before. Alright, and this person is going to come and knock your socks off, knock down all of those boundaries, and before you know it, you're in love. And it can feel like a very odd feeling at first because you've never really experienced anything like that before, but in time, it'll be the sweetest, warmest feeling ever. And that's when you'll know that, fuck, this is the one, in a good way. And for the rest of you who have been in relationships before, who've been in connections before, you might have thought that you were in love with those people, and I'm not going to go ahead and cancel any of that out. Our heart is fully capable of falling in love with more than one person in its lifetime if we let it. But if we were to compare the loves or the lovers that you've experienced in the past versus your future spouse, you just can't. There is no comparison. Nothing beats this. Soulmates and love. This is like milk and honey right over here. One of the first things that you will like about your future spouse, or probably one of the first things that will make you fall for your future spouse, is the fact that they seem to be someone who's good at everything. Sort of like an all-rounder. There's nothing that they don't know about, and there's nothing that they can't do. Alright? They might be someone who's a lawyer by profession, but then they also grow their own vegetables. Who knows? They might be someone who is an excellent writer by the night, and by the day they might be into some other profession. Who knows? Perhaps a banker. They can talk to you, you can talk to them about anything under the sun, alright? And they'll always have enough material to keep the conversation going. I am being told that you love to talk, Group 3. In the past, you have had difficulties feeling satisfied with the kind of back and forth communication that you used to have with your partners. Maybe nobody really either matched your communication style, or it was always you trying to keep the conversation going, and the person whom you were speaking to would always just either agree with you or say, yeah, yes, okay, things like that. You did not really get any juice to work with. But with this person, you will have no such complaints. Somewhere with Venusians, I also feel like this individual would match you at the intellectual level, emotional level, physical compatibility too is of course very, very good. So it's like you're getting this all in one. Everything that you'd ever been looking for, you're finally finding in one person. And I'm also being told that it wouldn't take you too long to notice all of these things. That they match your intellect, that they're emotionally so mature. Emotional quotient might be very, very good. I can also see that you will notice how this person goes out of their way to spread happiness, how they go out of their way to make time for their loved ones, how they go out of their way to make sure that the people who matter to them are happy, that the people whom they care about are happy and comfortable and safe and good. And you will like that. In fact, when you first start dating them, maybe you get invited to some house party that their friends have thrown, and you're tagging along, of course, and you see that as soon as your partner walks in the room, it just lights up. All eyes on them, and everybody would be like, oh my gosh, we were waiting for you, what took you so long? And before you know it, there's a crowd that has formed around them. Not because people are, like ready or dying to worship them, but just because of who they are as a person. Everybody loves to talk to them. Everybody loves to hang out with them, listen to their stories, listen to their anecdotes. And they do enjoy all of this, not in a sense that they want all of that attention or they want all of that validation. They do like to spread happiness, bring a smile to people's faces, make people laugh. They might be someone who has done a bit of stand-up comedy, I'm being told. Not professionally though, they're not professionally a stand-up comedian, just someone who's done a couple of gigs here and there. Plus, another quality that you might have perhaps subconsciously always tried to search in your previous partners, but what you never really got, could have been empathy. You might be an empath yourself, in fact, group 3, because we do have soulmates over here. So there might be a degree of mirroring between you and this person. In fact, some of the qualities that I mentioned which make you fall for them might be the very qualities which make them fall for you. Anyway, they're an empath, all right? They feel emotions very deeply. And because they're like that, and if you too are like that, they'll never shame you for it. They'll never make fun of you for it. I'm getting this visual of you being with some previous partner of yours and you guys are watching a movie or some serial and you start crying and simultaneously your partner starts crying because they don't understand, and they might even look at you in a very absolutely devoid of any emotions and just say, what's there to cry about? Or why are you crying? It's just a show or it's just a movie. But they don't understand that they don't understand that it's because you feel those things in a very deep manner. You can not necessarily relate to it, of course, but you can imagine how it would feel. And because this individual too is like that, they will never shame you for expressing your emotions authentically. And that is something that'll make you fall in love with them, because you'll be like, if I have to spend the rest of my life with someone, I'd rather spend it with someone with whom I can at least be myself, who wouldn't judge me for crying or for laughing hysterically when I feel like it. Plus, with love over here, like I said in the beginning, this, honestly, group 3, it seems to be like the love of a lifetime, the kind of stuff that they tell us about in movies and books. Not to be dramatic, but it is what it is. And especially if you've been single since your birth or never really seriously dated anyone, like I said, the kind of love that you've been waiting for, when it arrives, you're not ready for this, but also you're ready for this. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the 3 of Cups, Page of Wands, 2 of Swords, and Knight of Cups. There's something about them that you'll find very endearing, and that is the fact that they're not able to decide on little things very easily. Big decisions, they're good at it. But small decisions like what to watch on Netflix, or what to order, or which restaurant to go to. Or if you guys are at a restaurant, then they might be just looking at the menu and TikTok, they're not able to decide what to eat. And again, I'm being told that a lot of you are like this too. Great, guys. Have fun deciding what to have. Or maybe pre-decide and go. But anyway, you will like this. I'm being told that they stop talking when they're in the middle of a sentence and they get confused about something, like, oh, I think we should go to oh, what was that place, oh, what was that thing, oh, no, okay, no, not that, maybe there, like that's how the conversation might be, bits and pieces, and you're trying to place everything together in your mind, trying to make sense of what they're saying. So it's going to be funny, plus like I said, it's going to be very enduring for you. You will like this about them. They're also super enthusiastic about everything, and I'm not really picking up on any like inner child vibes, excited about things. Just in general, this is someone who's very, very excited about life. Okay, I just heard stop and smell the roses. There you go. This is the kind of person who will stop and will smell the roses. They don't mind, like if they have to wait, they will. Or if someone else is waiting for them, if they have to wait for a minute extra, that's okay by them. They won't apologize for it. But they won't miss out on it either. Another thing that you like about them is that they capture memories in their mind rather than obsessively taking photographs. You too might be someone who doesn't understand that. No, I mean, you obviously don't shame people who do so, but you too might be someone who'd rather soak in the moment instead of taking out their camera and immediately like capturing everything. And they're like that too. They'd rather live in the memories, lodge the memories in their mind. So you will like that. Plus, with Three of Cups over here, before love starts to blossom or before you realize that, okay, I think this is love, you guys might start out as friends. And they might be one of the closest friends you've ever had. And of course, in time, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they go on to become your best friend even. Not that your current best friend can be replaced, but still. They'll become a part of your inner circle soon, you can say. And with Three of Cups over here, oh, okay, so here's the thing. Whoever your best friends are, group 3, or whatever your little inner circle is, those people, they do not approve of your partners very easily now, don't they? They are critical judges, but only because they're looking out for you, right? But this person, your future spouse, will in no time impress all of your friends. Before you know it, they're in the good books. Before you know it, you've totally impressed them, and you will get a green signal from your friends for this person. And I think just the fact that the people who care about you could also very clearly see how genuinely good this individual is for you will make your attraction or likeness towards them even more strong. With the Knight of Cups over here, they're very romantic. All right, they will charm you, they will romance you, give you that king-queen treatment, and you will enjoy every bit of it. In fact, sometimes I'm being told that their way of expressing themselves romantically is almost a little bit silly. Silly is the word that I heard. So I don't know how it's going to play out, but it is what it is. Something about the way that they express their emotions, something about the way that they express their love can be very quirky and very silly, funny, but you will love it. All right, their love language can be a bit offbeat, but it'll be the most precious thing for you. Okay, let's close your reading now. Are you kidding me? We have love again. You will also love their eyes, group 2. Group 3, sorry. Group 2 actually also got this, so that's why I said group 2. A1, since the day 1. I think, since the moment when you start dating this person, that'll be it. I mean, you will officially be off the market. After that, you won't be... If you meet them on a dating app, you'll delete it after the very first date. If you met them through some friend, you'll be like, this is it now. I don't want you to hook me up with any other person after this. They'll make you very happy. And I'm not saying that you've never really felt happiness or that you're incapable of being happy all by yourself, but think of it this way. When you're with them, your happiness, it just gets amplified. You too might be someone who really likes smart, intelligent, well-read people. So again, this is a quality that you'll find in them, so you like it. Something about their personality at times can be very dramatic. I'm being reminded of Cameron from Modern Family. Just some characteristics here and there. But you like that. In fact, you'll grow to love that about them. Whenever you'll be upset, they'll keep hovering around you first. Till the time you look at them and you're like, yes, what is it? Like that, you know. So it's both funny, but you like that about them, that they're a bit scared to ask you what is it, but then they also know that something's wrong, so they're just buzzing around you till the time you let them in and you talk to them. They'll be a very big support system for you, so that's another thing that you like about them. And I feel like in time, they'll grow to become kind of like a safe haven or a safe space for you, where you can just be yourself, relax, have fun, express yourself in the most authentic manner that you've ever done. No judgments, no sharp looks being shot your way. You can just be. And that freedom is what you'll appreciate and love. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings, and you can message me on Instagram, WhatsApp, or email to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.